Hello, my dear addict friends. My name is Emily Sussman, and welcome back to my virtual universe of true love here. Today we are continuing on with recovery story time, reading, of course, from my book, The Addict's Guide to Recovery, illustrated by the supremely talented Jessie Larson. And I will show you what we are reading today because Jessie did this beautiful illustration. Chapter 6, Recovery is Learning How to Love. Your liberation from your addict is a process that comes in two parts. The first part consists of starving and diminishing your addict by refusing to feed it your drug. That's called sobriety. The other part of the solution is filling the void inside you. The void your addict always promised you could fill with your drug. That liar. Instead of using your drug, you will fill that void with the best possible growing conditions for your true self to take root and flourish. Love. That's the process called recovery. Recovery means learning how to love and take care of your true self. And by extension, learning how to love other people and the world around you. Did you catch the word process in there? Or should I say it a few more times for emphasis? Recovery is a process. Recovery is a process. Recovery is a process. That's right. Recovery is a process, not an event. Learning to love yourself and the life you're living is a muscle you'll develop with practice. I say practice because recovery is something you'll have to get up and decide to do every day until it becomes second nature. Make that your true nature. That's as opposed to a one and done, poof type of transformation, as many people erroneously suppose a month-long stay at an inpatient rehab will be. Practicing a program of recovery on a daily basis is what will enable you to forge a path of positive growth, even in the midst of life's inevitable pain, problems, and setbacks, which potentially includes relapse. Likewise, recovery isn't about gritting your teeth and white-knuckling life without your drug. It's about cultivating the good stuff, a sense of peace, freedom, and happiness within you. That's why recovery isn't just about staying sober, it's about making your life meaningful. Love is what gives life meaning and purpose. And in the day-to-day, love is also what makes your true self powerful and resilient. My dear addict friends, I'm willing to bet that your biggest challenge in recovery isn't going to be staying sober. Your biggest challenge will be learning to love your true self. The problem is, most addicts have never dared to put the words self and love together in the same sentence. Instead, we might say something dismissive, like, self-love just sounds like selfishness or arrogance. Or maybe, give me a break, I don't have time for mani-pedis every week in the name of self-love. Both of those are deflections, as they miss the point of self-love entirely. Self-love isn't about indulging in spa treatments or thinking you're better than everyone else. Self-love is about accepting yourself unconditionally and empowering yourself to live according to who you are instead of who you or others think you should be. Fostering unconditional love for your true self is the only way you'll be able to let go of the shame, denial, and dishonesty that would otherwise continue to sabotage your life in countless ways. Using your drug to escape your feelings may be the most glaring way you've rejected yourself, but I'm sure it's not the only way. So let's start at the start by stating the mission of recovery: learning how to love. As recovering addicts, we do that by coming to believe in, connect to, and live according to the truth that love is real, all-powerful, and unconditional. As such, it applies to everyone, us addicts included. Maybe you're sitting there scratching your head at all that. Love as the solution to addiction? Is that some kind of joke? Hey lady, don't you know that addiction is a real problem? A freaking disease? My dear addict friends, this is not a book full of medical explanations or complicated psychological interventions for addiction. That's because I didn't write it for doctors and therapists who are trying to treat addicts. I didn't even write it for family members of addicts. I wrote this book for you. I wrote this book for all you addicts out there who are just like me. You're aware of the impossibility of living another moment with your addict running the show, but you're scared shitless at the prospect of giving up your drug forever. You may feel crazy and ashamed and alone right now, but I can assure you, you are not alone. That's because your addict and my addict are the same in all the important ways. Your addict took away your power and fucked up your life, just like mine did. And your true self needs unconditional love to overpower your addict, just like mine does too. As fellow human beings first, and fellow addicts second, you and I are fundamentally the same. That's why the human solution known as recovery works. But here's the hard sell for most addicts about recovery. It's not something you learn about once, then go off and do on your own. Recovery is something that your true self and my true self have to do together. There are a lot of reasons for that, as I'll be describing in this book, as well as the others to come in the Addict's Guide to the Universe series. But the biggest reason we have to do recovery together is that together love is ultimately what love is all about. And that was chapter 5 of the Addict's Guide to Recovery. Our recovery story time today. Available on Amazon, most online retailers. But you know what? You don't even have to buy the book. I just want you to come back and listen. Thank you so much for being here today. See you soon.